Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing.
Be afraid.
You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Sit back and enjoy the show. It's going to be a bad one.
Uh-oh.
All right. Why are you grinning at me? What did I do?
I just watched a video
Okay.
of a guy. It was a prank pulled on a guy at a car dealership.
Okay.
A professional race car driver went in there all fancied up so he wasn't recognizable, asked to test drive a Camaro, and then scares the bejeebies out of the salesman because he takes him all over the place. He's whipping this car around, jumping. I mean, he's just taking it everywhere, going crazy around stuff. And the guy is screaming and he's yelling at him and he's freaking out. Then when they get back to the dealership, everybody else was in on it. They're all laughing at him.
Totally pranked him.
He gets out of the car and he's yelling at the guy, and then that's when he pulls off his mask thing, and he's like, "Oh, hey."
So they pranked me the other day at the carpet store.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, so Lynn calls me up because I was expecting a package, and it gets delivered to the front of the building, and he says, "Hey, I think your new digital delay is here, but you need to come down and look at the box." And I'm like, "Oh, no." And I come walking in, and he's got this box on the counter, and it looks like it's been ran over by the FedEx truck several times. I mean, it's just mangled, and I'm like, oh no. And he goes, "The truck's still out there if you want to go talk to him." And the FedEx truck's parked out there. And I walk over to the box and I open it up, and it was all paper and tape and all this kind of stuff. The real box was around the corner, and then the carpet installers are hiding around the corner, and everybody's giggling. You should have seen the look on your face when you saw that box.
Knowing you were just like,
I was too. I was. They totally got me. They totally got me. Another thing that always gets me is like news headlines or teases for news headlines. You know how you tease? I'll do it sometimes. Even they tease the story coming up at 11. And then it never lives up to what the tease. So you wait till 11 o'clock. You tune into the news, and it's so lame. You just totally regret
it's like,
that.
Why did I just waste 2 hours of sleep on this? Right?
Exactly. So I got really excited when I saw this headline. Okay, and then I was totally disappointed because the headline says charges dropped against woman who nursed baby squirrels.
Yeah, you were all kinds of giggly over that one.
I was like, oh man, really? This is going to be a great odd news story. And then I get there and it says charges against a New Jersey woman who nursed 2 abandoned baby squirrels back to health have been dropped on a technicality. It's not what I expected out of this story at all. Marcia Varela of Howell had faced up to $500 in fines after she took a pair of baby squirrels abandoned by their mother. Marcella used social media to document the rehab, which caught the attention of the state fish and wildlife officials. She was charged with illegally being in possession of squirrels.
Really?
Yeah.
As if they don't have other important things to deal with. They want to bother a woman that's saving baby animals.
I'm still mad about the headline.
Get over it,
Yes,
Scott.
yes. Charges dropped against woman who nursed baby squirrels. Yeah. It turns out it wasn't a squirrel at all.
Oh, really? What was it? It's a Wookie.
It was a Wookie. Sorry. Okay, that was supposed to be funnier than it was. Here we go. Here's another one. St. Cloud, Florida. Several residents in Ocala County have found catfish in their mailboxes.
Catfish?
Catfish.
Well, anything can happen in Florida.
Prompting questions of whether it's a prank or something more insidious.
Oh, no, they're walking there. Really?
Yeah. And I just hopped up into your mailbox and died.
And closed that behind me.
Let's see. Madison Frickstead said she had received an unusual delivery Monday morning when her postman discovered a large dead catfish inside her mailbox. She said it's just one of those things where it's just like, why? And she said she was honestly in shock because it didn't make any sense. She said the fish was 12 inches long and she had to use a stick to pull it out. And what did her husband say when he got home?
I don't know. What did he say?
Let's try it again.
I'm having fish tonight.
In case you couldn't hear, they said, I'm having fish tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. More fun. India. This is a 12-year-old girl who's had more than 1,000 giant ants removed from her ears.
Ew, gross. What?
Yes, they've embedded in her drum canal.
How many?
1,000. Let's see. This little girl from India has around 10 live ants crawl out of her ears daily. Problem first started as an irritation in the ear last August when she visited the local hospital. Doctors found ants inside of her head. So far, doctors have removed hundreds of ants, but despite trying everything, the problem persists because they can't poison them because they're inside of her head.
Yeah.
So the ants are continuing to breed inside of her brain.
So she can honestly say, I got ants in my head.
Yes.
I can hear those chewing sounds. Mm-hmm.
Which prompted her father to say,
What in blazes goes on inside that head of yours?
I got ants in my brain. Sorry.
all right, new proof here. If you want a baby girl, you should eat more of this.
Really?
Yes. Want a baby girl? Eat ice cream.
Oh.
Study which looked at the births of 32 couples found that eating ice cream or foods low in potassium and sodium but high in calcium and magnesium like ice cream lead women to have more baby girls.
Well, I'm not having any more baby anythings, so I'm not going to worry about that.
Which prompted me to say,
Wait a minute. Ice cream truck! Me! I was hurt!
Well, you do have 2 girls.
okay, again, I thought that was funnier than everybody else. All right, Burger King. Oh, Burger King. You know, if fast food wasn't bad enough, what can you add to a fast food menu at the burger place that just really sums up how great things are there? Hot dogs.
What?
Yes,
Really?
2 different kind of hot dogs will be on the permanent Burger King menu at approximately 7,100 U.S. locations by the end of the month.
Ew. No, that's just...
Which prompted me to say,
This is a tasty burger.
I bet you one thing, though, they're using the same meat in the hamburger and the hot dog.
Oh. No, thank you.
And it's actually dog.
It's supposed to be beef.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Wacky but true.
That's what all of your stories are.
And they are. Employees at a company in China are upset after the boss told them to ditch the toilet paper
What?
in favor of newspapers and magazines. The owner of the company says it's all part of his 17-step strategy to save money.
Ew. Ugh, a little scratchy much? Wow.
Look, 4 strange treats from the Orient.
I can tell you were reading the paper well in the John again. You got print on your bottom. Wow.
Works like silly putty.
Look, 4 strange treats from the Orient.
I finally got her to laugh. All right. A Russian teacher allegedly killed a friend in a drunken argument over literary genres.
Oops.
Investigators said the pair engaged in an animated discussion on the merits of poetry over prose during a drinking session, which soon escalated into a lethal brawl after the suspect stabbed his friend, insisting that poetry was superior.
Wow.
In a statement, the police in Russia and region of several said the host insisted that real literature is prose, while the guest, a former teacher, argued for poetry. The literary dispute soon grew into a conflict on the basis of which the 53-year-old admirer of poetry killed his opponent with the help of the kitchen knife.
In the kitchen with a knife. It was the poetry dude.
Which prompts me to say, roses are red and violets are blue, and no one looks quite as dead as you.
That's a good one.
All right, thank you.
What in blazes goes on inside that head of yours?
Maybe he had ants too.
All right, this is just downright creepy. Final story. They appear on the sand like any piece of sea debris. Sometimes they're found amid the candy wrappers and the cracked shells by volunteers cleaning up the area. Other times, a vacationer might glimpse the discard from the corner of their eye in a serene walk along the beach. As more people learned about these discoveries, they've attracted morbid scavengers to the Pacific Northwest shorelines, where the Salish Sea connects waterways along the west coast of the United States and Canada. What these scavengers sought remains a prickling curiosity. Yes, it's more severed feet washing up on the beaches of Washington.
Wait, what?
Severed feet.
Ew.
Still attached to their running shoe.
Ew. This
Washed
has
up on the
been
beaches
happening?
since 2007. And washed up on the beaches from origins unknown. 16 of these detached human feet have been found since 2007 in British Columbia, Canada, and Washington State. Most of these have been right feet.
Right foot, left foot?
Yes,
Left foot
and
missing?
all of them wearing tennis shoes or hiking boots. Among them, 3 New Balances, 2 Nikes, and an Ozark Trail.
Wow. That's like creepy beyond all reason.
What do you say? The
I'm
one
not
naked
wearing the
guy on the
Nikes.
side of the highway.
What?
Hop in.
Hop in. Wow. Makes you wonder, where's the rest of them?
And what do you say to the guy missing his Nike and his foot?
What?
Okay, that's not funny, is
His
it?
fate is about as good as those poor chickens in that one.
Yeah. That's your odd news for.
It's Thursday.
And I'm Scott.
I'm Jean.
Always two there are, a master and an apprentice.
Is there anywhere in this town where we could buy a shrubbery?
Who sent you?
The knights who say neat.
No. Never. We've no shrubberies here.